What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope all of you had a good Christmas and spent some time with family and were safe. I did. I hung out with my girlfriend. We had Christmas Eve at her parents', and it was really cool. And then Christmas Day at her place. And now we're going to travel for a couple days, but I'll be doing videos out there. I'm going to another kind of like out in the woods deal. But I want to quick talk about kind of nootropic strategies and general supplement strategies for this time, because folks are going to be eating more, folks are going to be drinking more, especially when it comes to New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And here are my strategies to deal with that in conjunction with some nootropic strategies. So, when you're gathering around table and doing the dinner thing with family, usually there's conversation and stuff going on. So, I don't think it's whatever, I guess don't take modafinil or something. Like, you're going to a family event, you don't need to necessarily do that. But if you do want to have a little bit of herbal fluency in that situation, then maybe low-dose uridine, something like 75 milligrams of uridine, low-dose CDP choline, like 30 or 40 milligrams, and then a B complex. And then you're pretty much set. If you respond well to those, 3 compounds, well, those like 12 compounds, but those 3 things, then you should have some good herbal fluency over those situations. Probably the most important thing, though, is to get a B complex and replenish salt. That's critical. B complex, of course, just generally fueling brain function, so verbal fluency and kind of everything else involved there. But energy, sustained energy. And then, when you are drinking, you're depleting B vitamins. So, a lot of folks are going to be drinking alcohol, me included, and I'm sure you guys included, throughout this time. And so make sure you just have a B complex. Take one in the morning and have one in your pocket for later. If you time it correctly and you take a B complex drink around, 3, 4 p.m., that will induce a profound amount of energy for pretty much the rest of the night. I mean, that's what works for me. Taking a B complex of 3 or 4, and then I just have good functional brain energy kind of for the rest of the night. Where maybe I would be dying down, or maybe I'd be sort of taxed by eating a lot of festive food and drinking alcohol. The other critical thing is, you're going to be drinking some alcohol, so you will be peeing a lot because alcohol just forces water out of you for most folks, and rather quickly. So replenishing salt is critical. I always go back to liquid IV. It is the easiest administration of sodium ever, and it doesn't mess with your bowels in a way where it makes you basically have diarrhea. And that's what would happen if you took a bunch of sea salt and you put it in water and mixed it. Somehow you need glucose in there, or cane sugar. You need something. You need some sort of something that's going to break down to glucose, and maybe even a little flavoring to prevent that, just the salt and water concentration, which basically moves things very quickly out of your bowels. So the liquid IV packets are actually perfect for that. I take 1 or 2 of them once in the morning, and then once again somewhere around 3 or 4 p.m. And I'm just good. I can eat, I can drink, I have energy the whole day, and everything's basically on point. For those of you that are going out and going to be drinking on New Year's Eve and then perhaps New Year's Day, I would suggest having those strategies and then maybe some tyrosine and Alcar in the mix. So pre-cap, 300 milligram capsules of Alcar, and then 200 milligram capsules of L-tyrosine. And the reason you want to do that in conjunction with these other strategies is you will keep your brain really functional in terms of herbal fluency and general cognitive processing in the presence of alcohol and in spite of the presence of alcohol, while other people won't. Like, you'll notice other people's cognitive decline happen, and that happens. And also having Alcar and tyrosine in the mix, an hour or so before you start drinking, and then kind of it'll last throughout pretty much the rest of the day, keeps you, of course, feeling the alcohol buzz, but not to the extent where it makes you, where you're not aware of what's going on, and you sort of go into this mode of complete lack of inhibition, and you just say a bunch of crap that's on your mind. Like, family events and gatherings are probably not the best for that. So you kind of want to have your cognitive process about you. And that's it. So stock with B vitamins. 1 in the morning, if you can tolerate high-dose B vitamins, urinate the rest of them out. Definitely take another B complex stack at like 3 or 4 p.m. Have like 500 milligrams of sodium in however form. Liquid IV is the best form that I've figured out to take at some point in the later afternoon to keep your brain and to keep your body energized and you feeling good, because you'll be urinating a lot and probably urinating a lot of salt out because you are consuming alcohol, and that's diuretic, and sodium comes out the urine. So, and then, yeah, if you're going to be going out drinking, definitely a B complex, because again, you deplete B vitamins when drinking. But 300 milligrams Alcar, 200 milligrams tyrosine pre-capped. Take them an hour before you go out, and you'll have good, sustainable energy and cognitive function throughout that time, okay? So everybody, also, you're gonna be eating a lot of food, right? So you might have a day where you go totally over in your calories. If your calories are 2,000 calories, that's your maintenance, and you don't gain or lose weight there, you stay sort of the same. You'll probably have a day, like, Christmas Day, which was, yesterday, and, and maybe after and in the ensuing couple days, and obviously New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, where you go to like 2,500 or 2,700, that's totally okay. So long as the next day or a day soon after, you fast the entire day until dinner and you eat a dinner and that's it, right? By that time, a good meal will satiate you, and so you're not starving, but it will not be your calories for the day. You won't even hit your maintenance. You'll be in a deficit. So you'll probably lose a good degree of the fat that you put on during that time where you gorge your face for Christmas dinner or for New Year's Eve or something. I ate Christmas Eve a considerable amount of calories, definitely over my maintenance, probably 500 or 600 calories over my maintenance. And then the ensuing day fasted up until... well, actually, I did not fast. I ate breakfast, a big breakfast, and then I fasted basically the rest of the day and ate something very, very small and had a little bit of wine later on the day. So yesterday I was in a deficit. Today's gonna be the same thing, just because I ate a lot on Christmas Day. Today I'm going to fast completely up until dinner time, and then have a small dinner, maybe a glass of wine, and that'll be it. So I'll undo all the damage done calorically today. I almost did it yesterday, because I was pretty much under on my numbers, and then kind of back to normal. Then that's a reset. You set your body up to then go, if you want to indulge on the 31st, New Year's Eve, you can totally do that. And then New Year's Day, maybe indulge a little bit too, but keep it under control. Don't go 500 calories over, go like 100 calories, 200 calories over. And then in the ensuing days, fast until dinner time if you can. Eat a meal at dinner so you're satiated and you'll lose the weight back. Okay, those are my tips for Christmas and New Year's and staying cognitively healthy, physically healthy, and in good shape for those of you that have physique goals. Thanks so much for watching. Hey guys, still 12 Days of Christmas on Cortex, still live. The Cortex stack right now is $24 a bottle. If you buy 2 bottles, it is $48 total. That's amazing. If you buy 3 bottles, it's $70. Incredible deal. It goes down. If you buy 4 bottles, it's $90. So it's like, the higher amount of bottles you buy, the more incentive there is to get cheaper bottles of the Cortex stack. You can find that under the 12 Days of Christmas banner at the homepage at livecortex.com. Go do it. The other 2 things that are on sale are Smarter, Better, Faster audio. So our book that teaches you everything about nootropics. We turned it into an audiobook, so it's me reading the book in the background. There's a video interactive page turning. You actually see the book's pages turn and me reading it. Very cool. It's $22 right now at livecortex.com. Last thing that's on sale is the Viking Testosterone Protocol. Guys, if you want to build muscle, if you want to look lean, if you want that to be easier, if you want sex drive, if you want your libido back, if you want morning erections, everything that comes with high testosterone, not to mention anti-aging and all the other benefits, you got to raise your test, and we've got a protocol for it that actually works. It's called the Viking Testosterone Protocol, and you can get that at livecortex.com. It's $49.99 right now. Started out at $250. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hope everybody's safe, and thanks for watching.